Happy good morning! Good morning! Hey Sunny, today I'm going to show you how to make these 8 patriotic handmade cards, perfect for the 4th of July, Flag Day, or even Veterans Day. In our last video, we showed you how to make these spectacular star jar lanterns. If you haven't watched that video yet, be sure to check it out to see how we made the splatter paint paper with the help of these empty jars, a paper bag, a toothbrush, and some paint. Using the toothbrush, we splattered some acrylic paint onto the glass jars, creating tiny dots, big drips, and some awesome splatters. Be prepared to get messy! Of course, some paint got onto the paper too, and that's what we're going to use to make our cards. Let's cut out 8 pieces of the splatter paint paper. We'll also need some additional paper to cut out star shapes.
Let's use glitter paper!
Yep, we'll also use glitter paper along with these pre-made cards. I get these cards at Michael's. They come in a variety of colors and they even come with their own envelopes. I absolutely love using them as my base for handmade cards. Be sure to stick around to the end where I'll show you how to decorate the envelopes too. Next we'll need pens and markers in a variety of colors and sizes, as well as some patriotic looking ribbon. We'll need some glue too. This one's best for card making, but I also love using a glue gun to better secure the ribbon onto the cards. For card number 1, I can't decide if I like the blue or red ribbon better.
Pick the red one!
Alright Sunny, we'll go with the red. Starting with a medium point blue marker, we're going to write out Happy 4th of July. Next we'll use a fine tip red marker to outline each blue letter. I'm going back over the number 4 to thicken up the lines a bit, and back to our red outlining. With a medium point red marker, we'll draw dashed lines around the top and bottom of our cutout. Then back to our blue marker to draw dashes around all 4 edges of the red part of the card. This is a very simple and easy card to make for beginners. We're going to use some sparkly red ribbon on this one. Next we'll cut out 5 white stars, and if you haven't watched these videos yet, be sure to check them out to learn how to quickly and easily cut out and draw the perfect star shapes. Line up the stars along the bottom edge of the ribbon. With a fine tip red marker, we'll make dashed lines along the edges of the first, middle, and last stars. With a fine tip blue marker, we'll finish making dashed lines along the edges of the 2nd and 4th stars. On the stars we have outlined in red, we'll use the blue marker to write the letters H, P, and Y. Switch to the red marker for the blue outlined stars to write A and P. We'll use a medium tip red marker to write out the word birthday. To make sure it's centered, I'll write the first and last letters and then fill in the middle. With a fine tip blue pen, we'll outline each letter. With a metallic gold marker, we'll draw dots between each letter in the word birthday. Back to our fine tip red pen. We'll draw half circles on the right side, then switch to the blue marker to draw half circles on the left side. Lastly, with the metallic silver marker, we'll write out the word America in cursive writing. Then alternating between the fine point red and blue markers, we'll outline each letter for a very patriotic look. Now wasn't that easy to make? For card number 3, you'll notice that my splatter paint paper has a crease in it, so we'll cover it up with some blue gingham ribbon. Next, we'll cut out 2 white stars.
Oh no, what happened?
Well, that somehow got deleted.
Whoopsie.
What you didn't see is that I used a fine tip blue pen to outline each star with little dashes. Next, I used a medium point blue marker to write out Stars and Stripes Forever in cursive writing. Lastly, I took a medium tip red marker to outline and highlight the blue letters. Next, we'll use a fine tip blue pen again, but this time we'll draw wiggly lines and stars along the top and bottom of the card. And here's what it looks like when it's all done. Card number 4 will be a vertical view, and again, we have a bit of a crease on the left-hand side. Let's cover it with some silver ribbon. This time we'll cut out 5 silver stars and line them up on top of the ribbon. Let's adjust them a bit before gluing. I don't know why it says fine tip, but I'm going to ignore that because I like the thickness for our next writing style. And that's to write out flags, freedom, and fireworks in a cursive font.
I love a good alliteration.
Me too, Sunny. Up next, we'll use a medium tip red marker to outline the word flag. Then a white gel pen to outline the word freedom. I had some trouble with this as my pen was dying while making these cards, but I was able to work through it by going back over the lettering several times. And finally, I used a medium tip blue marker to highlight the letters in the word fireworks. See what I did there? Red, white, and blue for the highlights. I'm so happy with the way this one turned out.
Hi crafters! I just wanted to say thank you so much for liking, subscribing, and leaving a comment. You're spectacular!
For card number 5, we'll need both blue and red gingham ribbon. Let's crisscross them in the upper left-hand corner. That looks cute. Starting with a medium point red pen, let's write out the phrase Happy Independence Day in all capital letters. I'll go back over the H, I, and D to make them a bit bolder before moving on with a fine tip blue pen to highlight those same letters.
Cute, but it's missing something.
I agree. Let's cut out a white star and place it in the corner. There we go. Now that looks complete. I think card number 6 will be Sunny's favorite. Let's place our card in a vertical position and then use some gold ribbon. Again, we'll glue it down in a crisscross fashion. Next, we'll use a not-so-fine tip gold marker to write out the words Sweet Land of Liberty, being sure that the S and both L's are bolder than the rest of the other letters. We're going to have some fun with this one because we're going to use the red, white, and blue markers to alternate highlights for each letter. For the word of, I'm using a very fine tip black marker to help it stand out differently from the other letters. Then back to the red, white, and blue outlining on the word liberty to finish off these fonts.
More sparkles!
Of course, Sunny. We're going to cut out one gold star and place it on the bottom right-hand corner.
You're right, it is my favorite.
See, I knew you'd like it. With card number 7, we're really going to get fancy by placing this gold cord around the outside of our splatter paint cutout. You'll definitely want to use a glue gun to secure this ribbon in place. Notice where the ends meet here. Let's add a bow to help cover up that spot. I'll secure that on with some hot glue and then trim up the ends of the bow. Since we're using gold cord, I'll also use a gold marker for the cursive lettering and write out the patriotic phrase, "Let freedom ring." With the medium tip blue marker, let's outline each letter. I really think that the blue highlights make the gold letters pop nicely on this card.
I love the bow!
Yes, the bow adds a super cute touch. I think I'll make card number 8 another vertical card. And let's try something different here with the splatter paint cutout and the ribbon. I think I want the cutout to remain straight instead of crooked, but let's keep the ribbon going diagonally. Yep, I like how that looks. But I still want to incorporate the red gingham ribbon too. I'm just moving it around to different spots to help get a visual of where I want it to go. In the end, I landed on it going in the same direction as the blue ribbon. This would look really sweet as a horizontal card too, but I'm sticking with the vertical look because of the saying I'm writing. Let's use a medium tip blue marker to write out the words "Land of the" in all caps. Then switch over to a silver marker to write out the word "Free" in cursive lettering. We'll go back to the blue marker and add highlights to the silver letters. Now we'll use a medium tip red marker to write out the words "Home of the" in all capital letters. We'll use a gold marker to write the word "Brave" in cursive. Now let's highlight the gold lettering with the same red marker. Lastly, I'm using a very fine tip black marker to highlight all the capital letters in "Land of the" and "Home of the." Up close, this really makes the letters pop. I think this turned out to be my favorite card. The cards are done, but we're not done yet. Now it's time to decorate the matching envelopes for the cards. Starting with a blue marker, we'll draw 4 squiggly lines on the top, bottom, and both sides of the envelope. With a gold marker, we'll draw stars in between each squiggly line space, working our way around the envelope. We'll follow that up with a red marker making little dots on the indented side of each squiggly line. Here's a close-up of what that looks like. Flip the envelope over and use the red marker to draw the squiggly lines around the edges. Be sure to only draw 4 lines on each length of the envelope. This time we'll use a silver marker to draw the stars in the empty spaces. And finally, we'll draw blue dots in the indentations of the red squiggly lines. Here's what this side looks like up close. Because I made multiple cards, I alternated the front and back side of the envelope so that some had blue lines with silver stars, red lines with silver stars, blue lines with gold stars, and red lines with gold stars. I continued this mix and match pattern on the back sides of the envelopes too. These decorative envelopes really help bring out the festive charm of the cards. I had so much fun making these patriotic inspired cards, and I hope you do too. They're all very beginner friendly and so easy that crafters of all ages will enjoy recreating them. We have even more 4th of July ideas as well as handmade cards for all occasions in the playlist linked in the description. Be sure to check them out. We wish you a happy 4th of July. Thanks so much for watching.
Happy crafting!
Wake up, today's gonna be